on, guys? This is Butter11. Today we're going to be doing episode 1 for this Minecraft channel, mod showcase. We're going to be doing a mod showcase, and today's mod is featured out of a small mod pack called Attack of the B Team. You can get Attack of the B Team on Technic launcher, which you can find at technicpack.com to download and install. Anyways, back to business. If you look behind me, we have the mod showcase set up right over there. So basically what I'm going to do is, for this mod, I'm going to show you some of the items and the crafting recipes. Now the mod for today's episode of Mod Showcase is the Furniture mod. That's right, you heard me, Furniture mod. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over there and I'm going to start showing you some of the items and crafting recipes. Then after all of that, we're going to go to that little house right there, which is boring and drab, and we are going to put in some fine decor. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. In the inner chest, you'll have the vanilla ways, which is boring, what you would use instead of using the real furniture stuff. Now the types of categories we have are relaxing, sturdy surfaces, needs, outdoor decor, appliances, entertainment and such, privacy and such, and hard work appliances. So basically, inside this ender chest is just vanilla items, which you would use instead of these right here. And then in these chests, you have your furniture items. Alright, well, I'm going to start by this chest. So basically, let's say you were building a house and you wanted some furniture. What you would do in vanilla is you build a little couch, something like that. No, we don't want none of that. That's boring. That's just boring. Ta-da! You have furniture. Wooden chairs, stone chairs, and couches. So those are the items, and here are the crafting recipes. Here's the wooden chair in the shape of a chair. Same for the cobblestone. And with the sofa, the plain couch, you use any color wool and you'll get any of these different options. So here is the couch. Push the couch down and it looks like a basic chair. Well, you just keep adding on and then you'll have furniture like that. Stone chair, basically you put down, you can right click to sit on it, sitting on a chair. Same for the sofa, you just click on a spot and you'll be sitting in it. And then of course you have your wooden chair. And the next item we have in our ender chest is a pressure plate and a fence. So let's say you wanted to make a dining room. Most people would place a fence down and then a pressure plate, and you'd have a little makeshift table. Well, you don't need this anymore, so you could just get rid of all that stuff, because in this next chest, bam, you have surfaces. Wooden coffee table, stone table, and a wooden table. The tables, the normal tables, are built with stone and cobblestone and wood, and you put it in a T shape. Now, if you were making a wooden helmet or a stone helmet, that's how you would make the coffee table. So what you do is you go over here to your little area, wherever you're going to build stuff, and you just put your table down, and then it'll, bam, looks like a dining table. Same for your coffee table, just keep expanding it, and it'll look more and more just like a normal table. And the next item we have in our ender chest is a cauldron and water bucket. Now, for those of you who are creative and like to build bathrooms and stuff like that, most of you would put a cauldron down and put a bucket of water in it. See, there you go. You'd have, I don't know, a sink or something. Well, that's not needed anymore. What you would do, instead of using boring old cauldron and water bucket, bam, you now have bathroom appliances. You have a basin, a shower, a bath, and a toilet. So we'll take some of these. Oh yes, and here's our crafting recipes. All of them are a little odd. Your bathtub has a button on it in the shape of a minecart. Your toilet looks like a toilet with a button. Your sink, of course, looks like a sink, and shower has glass in the middle and quartz on the outside. Now before I go to needs 2, I'm going to go over to this little water station. Now for these blocks specifically, the basin, shower, well, not necessarily the shower, but the basin and the bathtub, I believe, you need a water source block under it. So here it goes. You place that there. It's an empty sink. Kabam. Makes a little noise, and now you got a sink. You know, wash, wash, wash. Alright, and then you have your bathtub. You place this on the ground. You got to make sure that the spigot is over the water source. So you no, that does not work, or how does this work? Oh, there we go. And there you go. Is this one? Yeah, that one's empty. It looks like it uses the water. And now you have a bathtub with water in it. Alright. Your shower, as you notice, it's just a little glass room. Specifically, there is another type of thing that you need. You need a shower head. A shower head is what'll get your shower going. And then also, in the bathroom section, you have a bin and a wall cabinet. You got your bin, you put that down, open it up. Let's say you wanted to throw out some of these block of iron cover. You put that in there, hit the empty button, and that item is gone for good. Can't get it back. Your wall cabinet, you'll walk over here to a wall, put it there, and then when you open it, you can put items in it. Okay, it looks like you can't put a coffee table in there, but you can put items in it. And here we go to demonstrate the shower. You put that right there, you put your shower head up there, hop in your shower, and right click the shower head. You'll notice it sprinkles water. You don't need a water source for it, and makes a little hissing noise. That's what that does. Okay, now we're gonna move on to our toilet. First, Alright, there we go. Now you have your toilet. You've had a long day at work and you've had irregular bowel movement. Well, what you do, you hop on the toilet. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but when you sit on the toilet, you press F and you fart. And that's what the toilet does. Alright, in the next section we have is outdoor decor. Oh, would you look at that? Stone, bird bath, and different types of hedges. You just use different leaves for the hedges. Of course, for a hedge, it is in the shape of a hedge. A bird bath is in a T with stone, not cobblestone. You put two cobblestone right next to each other to obtain yourself stone path. So what you do is you want... Stupid chest. What you do is if you want to let the birds get some bath time in, you just walk over to any spot and put your bird bath down. You now have a bird bath. And then let's say you just want to throw a couple of hedges around it. It acts like a fence. You can't jump over the hedges. The hedges act like a fence. And then you have your stone path you just place on the ground. Makes a little stone path. Nice for if you've got multiple places to go and you want to put a path down so you can't stray off the path. And in the next one, outdoor decor 2, you'll have other items such as white fence, electric fence, envelope, and mailbox. Now, instead of just using a boring old fence, like said here, instead of just putting down a boring old fence like that to keep things in, no, you don't need that anymore. You just take your white fence and you put it down, and there you go. You have a white fence. And same for the electric fence. You put it down, and I'm sure if something walks on it, it's going to get electrocuted. So here are the crafting recipes. You take a normal fence and put bone meal on it to get your white fence. You put a white fence with a redstone torch and iron around it for your electric fence. For the mailbox, you put wood in a Y-shaped pattern and put a book in it. And for the envelope, you put two papers together. The envelope, you can put items in it as such. So if I wanted to send an iron sickle, you sign it, and now you have a mail from Butter 11. When you open it up, you have your items in here. Now that's where the mailbox comes in. You could put your letter in the mailbox. So if you're playing with someone else and you want to send them mail, they're going to walk up and they're going to have a mail. Well, look at that. I wonder who it's from. And there's your item. And the next thing we have in the final outdoor decor section is we have a doorbell, which is made with a note block and a button. You have a package, which is 6 paper. And then you have a tap, which you can place outside of your home, which is made with 4 stone and 1 iron. So let's say that you have a door and you're playing with someone else. And you're just minding your own business. When next thing you know, what was that? You can't hear it. Someone rings the doorbell and they run away. That's what the doorbell does. If you can hear it, sounds like a doorbell, doesn't it? Alright, let's get that out of here. Alright, then the package, of course, you open it up, you could put items in it. When you sign it, it turns to a mail. And of course, you can put it inside of a mailbox. And then you have your mail right there, of course. And then this tap, I believe, you have to have a source block under. So what you do is you'll put this down wherever you want it, right click it, and there's a block of water, a single block of water. And you can't turn it off or anything, it just turns to a normal, block of water. That's what the doorbell and the tap does. And the next thing we have in the appliance, I'm sure you can imagine what's in the appliance. You'll have an oven overhead, a refrigerator, and a cabinet. So instead of just using a boring old furnace to cook your pork chops, or using a boring old chest to store your stuff, you can use a cabinet, an oven, and then a refrigerator to store your items. Of course, you put your refrigerator in there. Oh, can you actually freeze stuff? Okay, so looks like with your refrigerator, in the top section, you can store stuff. You can just put it in there and it keeps your stuff nice and cold. Or you open up your freezer and I'm sure you can put something in there to actually freeze other items. That's the refrigerator. Now anyways, let's move on. Now we have the oven. You throw your oven down on the ground, you put your piece of beef in there, and it'll cook. Now you can put other items in here, such as raw chicken and other items like that, you know, important stuff. And it does take longer than a furnace, but it's more proper than, you know, eating the stuff that you've been cooking, which has been placed on top of stuff that's been underground, such as stone. And I'm just going to wait for this to finish right now. And there you have it, a cooked piece of steak. That's what the furnace does, and then, oven. And then you put this right up there, just if you want a little more decoration. It does add a little bit of light. So, I mean, if you wanted a lighted up kitchen, that's what this is good for. And then we have the cabinet. You put this anywhere, you throw it on the ground, throw it everywhere. And of course it acts as a chest. You could place items in it and such, anything you want. It's just a little more proper than using a boring old chest. Now the crafting recipes is for a oven is a furnace surrounded by a block of iron. Your overhead oven range thing is a glowstone and then iron like that. Then of course you have your refrigerator, which is a chest on top, furnace in the bottom, surrounded by iron. And then for your cabinet, you have a chest surrounded by wood. And that's how you get that kind of extra stuff for your kitchens. And then the next thing we have for appliances point 2 is a fire alarm. For a fire alarm, you guessed it. Ouch, don't hit the mic. Okay, I'm stuck. Okay, here we go. I'm sure you have guessed it. If you... Can I actually, put this under? You have your fire alarm. I'm sure if there's a fire right there, that it'll go off. Let's test it out. Let's see, we'll need a flint and steel. That's not how you spell flint. You hear that? Ooh, put out the fire. It actually does go off until you turn it off. So let's go over here to an area that we don't care about burning down, and we'll just make a stack of furnaces, and then put that right there, and then we'll put our fire alarm right there. Light this on fire, and there you go. Now you'll know if something is on fire at your house. And the fire alarm will keep beeping until you right click it to turn it off. Now let's go back to our little mod showcase stage. This is how you craft it. You have a note block with redstone on top, and iron, 4 pieces of iron on each side, and that's how you get the fire alarm. Alright, in the next section we have is entertainment and such. Inside of this chest will contain a TV, a stereo, a lamp, and a ceiling light. Now, to craft each of these things, you'll need obsidian and glowstone for the lamp, surrounded by wool, 5 pieces of wool. You'll need 1 obsidian, 1 glowstone, 1 glowstone, and 1 stone for a ceiling light. And then for your stereo, you need 2 note blocks, jukebox, and an iron ingot. TV, you need oak wood, or any form of wood will work, a glass pane, and redstone. Now if I go over here to where nothing will explode, you throw your TV on the ground and you right click it and the TV turns on. Of course you have 3 channels. You have whatever this is, not sure what it is. You have neon cat on a broken channel, and you have a no signal. Let me set the time to day, so okay. So, being that you now have ceiling lights and lamps, you don't need a boring torch. So let's set that aside. You have your stereo, and you right click, and it'll turn on. Now this houses all of the music discs, so you just keep clicking it and changing your music. And I'm sure there's a way to turn it off, but I don't know. So there's your stereo. It's a pretty cool thing if you want to throw a house party. Okay, now let's go over here to our little furnace tower. Of course you have your lamp. You can place that on blocks. No redstone needed. Okay, this needs redstone. Or if you place it on a bedside cabinet, which I'm not sure if I've got to that yet, but we'll get to it. Ceiling light, of course, you hang there. No redstone needed for this one. This is one that no redstone. You place it on a ceiling and right click it to turn on, and there you have it. A ceiling light. So let's get a bedside cabinet and not drop it on the ground. Booty fingers. You put this there. You put your lamp. Nope. You put your lamp on it, and it should turn on and off. Okay. Well, anyway, that is the lamp. That is the ceiling lights. And let's move on to the next thing, shall we? Shall we? Okay, now that was entertainment and such. Now we're going to move on to the next thing, privacy and such. You open this up, you have blinds, which is crafted by 9 sticks, a curtain, which is crafted by 2 gold and then 5 red wool. You'll have a Christmas tree, which you can use with flower pot and oak leaves or any form of leaves. And then you have a present, which is crafted by a package surrounded by red wool. Now, of course, you can place the tree down. You can place the tree down and do nothing else with it. But you can place Christmas presents. Oh, wait, we gotta sign this, don't we? Okay, so let's put a Christmas tree. And we're gonna... Little Jimmy gets a Christmas tree for his present. There we go. We now have a present. And then when you punch it, you'll get a notification saying Merry Christmas from Butter11. Unless you're playing with someone else and they send you a present, then when you open it, it'll give you a message saying Merry Christmas from this person. Now to the next thing, curtains. Of course, you put your curtains on a window, not a blank wall, and then you right click it to open and close. Now you can't put curtains next to each other and they all operate under the same thing. That doesn't work. It's just one curtain per glass block. Blinds, of course, same deal. You put it on one glass block, right click it to open and close the blinds, and it'll actually block out the glass. So instead of having those creepers staring at you, you can make sure that no zombies trying to stalk you or something. Ain't that great? Now the last box containing stuff is the hard-working appliances. You will find a computer, a black ink cartridge, and a printer. These how you craft everything. Your computer is iron blocks, glass pane, and redstone. Your ink cartridge is an ink sac surrounded by stone. And your printer is stone in the shape of a upside-down pair of leggings, redstone, and a piece of paper. Now, of course, with the computer, you place it down, right-click it, and you're on Mine Bay. Look, you can buy anything. Let's say that you needed an enchant table. You go here, you put your 4 diamonds right there, and you have an enchant table. Isn't that pretty cool? Now you don't have to go and waste all your other materials on it. A black ink cartridge, I'm not sure what you do with that. And a printer, of course, you can print stuff. printer. Yay! Okay, now here's the moment that a lot of you have been waiting for. But what is all this stuff useful, you might say? Well, look at this boring house. If I go inside, unfurnished, boring, drab, there's nothing here. I mean, you have your typical empty rooms, like such. You have your glass and everything. And you're probably wondering, why is this house empty? Well, we're going to decorate it right now. Now, we're going to start with the outside. Now, here's some cool ideas that you can use on your world. So, of course, you can put your shrubs right here, right by the door, just to make it look nice and fancy. Well, that's one thing you can do. Let's say that you don't want those creepers in your yard again, them kids. You just build a little fence around your yard. There you go, an ugly fence on a beach. Isn't that wonderful? And of course, you place your mailbox right there. And I also learned when you right-click it, you cannot break it. When your mailbox is locked, it cannot be broken. When you right-click it, then you can open it, or break it, or whatever you want to say. Then, of course, you'll need a stone path. So let's go ahead and put that stone path right there. We'll just have the stone path going out to the ocean, because that's where every stone path needs to go. Every stone path needs to go to sudden death. Okay, here's the next thing. We need to put our doorbell down. Hello, is anyone home? Hello, I'm a solicitor. Hello, hello. Okay, there's enough goofing around. And those birds want to rest, so of course you'll put down a little nice area. When those birds or mutant zombies come to kill you, they can get a nice cold. The next thing you're gonna want to have is a kitchen. Let's see, I need to get some lights. So, next thing you're going to want is a kitchen. So, of course, you'll place down your oven. You'll put your oven overhead right above it. You can throw your fridge over here in the corner. Then put some cabinets up here just for extra storage. Actually, we could do something like that. And then you could put your trash bin right over here in the corner where nobody likes it. Okay, now we're going to move on to the dining area. So, let's get rid of... Actually, we need a sink. Yeah, we could put the sink right here. Now we need to get rid of this stuff, and then we'll need to get the items for the dining room. I'll just pull out all of these items here. Alright, it looks like you can probably use a normal lamp, but you need a redstone source for that. So we'll have a stone table, we will. And there you have it. Stone table. Nobody likes to sit on wood. Nobody likes to sit on stone because, well, it's stone. So let's throw some of these normal chairs down. There we go. So then you're gonna sit down. You're gonna eat your little meal, and that'll be that. Now, of course, you'll want to put a couple of overhead lights. Go ahead and turn those on. You need to put a light right there. Next thing we're gonna move on to is the living room. Now we'll need, of course, a television. Okay, now you're going to want to put your television... You're going to need like a normal wooden table for your television. So, let's go ahead and we're going to put the television. Television will be right over here. Put that right there on the table. And let's set it to this channel. Of course, you're going to want to put a sofa in. Most people do like L couches, so we'll have an L couch sofa. We'll have a stone coffee table. Make sure we put a light overhead. And then we'll throw down a couple of chairs for other people. And there you have it. You now have a living room. Okay, now it looks like we can move on upstairs. Of course, you'll need your light. And we'll go do the bathroom next. Actually, I forgot to barricade up the windows. So you don't want no creepers staring at you. Just throw these up. Actually, this will look nice. Throw some curtains up. Close those curtains so nobody can watch in. You know, might want to close those at nighttime, especially when those creepers and skeletons are after you. We could throw some normal blinds right here. And there you have it. This is your furnished living room, kitchen, and dining room. Okay, so now let's move upstairs. We could put a light right there because we gotta make sure that you keep all the googlies away. You don't want nothing, staring you down. You're gonna want to throw down a couple of blinds right here, just in case. So you could just block out the view. There you have it. Okay, now we'll move into the bathroom. So, of course, you need a water source under it, but if you look below where I'm at, there's only one block, so we're not going to be concerned about that right now. First off, you want to throw down your toilet. You're going to want to put your toilet down. So, of course, when you have to go, you're right by the door and you can slam it shut and nobody can bother you. You're going to want to put a couple of lights down, of course. You want to put your shower... Oops, let me fix that actually. You're going to want to put your shower up against a wall, because that's where you need to place your shower head. And there you have it. You now have a operating shower. Just climb in, turn on the water, turn it off, and step out. Now, of course, you're going to need a bath, because what is a bathroom without a bath? Yes, you do need a water source, but however, you can use a water bucket to fill it up. You could just keep filling up. There you have it. You have a filled tub of water. And of course, you're going to want to put some blinds up because nobody wants to be peeking in on you. You're going to want to get a sink or a basin, if you prefer. You're going to want to get one of these so that you can put down, make sure you wash your hands, and then put a medicine cabinet right. Yeah, medicine cabinet right there. Of course, you need water, so that's not going to operate. So now you have a fully functional bathroom. Okay, now for your bedroom, you're going to want to have a television, because who doesn't want a television in their room? Set it to a nice channel. You can throw down a couple of bedside cabinets. This is where the lamps come in handy, because, you know, right-click them to turn them on and off. You can put a blinds, but not unless you want to stare at a dead tree. Be my guest. Okay, now since your bedroom's pretty full, over here is where you can put your office area. So what you'll want to do is you want to make a nice little desk looking area. Put down your chair. You're going to want to put down your computer and then your printer. And there you have it. You might even want to throw down a little jukebox right there. You go on here. Let's see. Let's get an emerald. Emerald. Okay. We'll just take this block right here. Of course, we can craft it. Okay, that didn't work. So now we need to search up emerald here. Emerald. Okay. You take your single emerald, you open this up. Put your payment right there, which will be right here. And now you can get your sheep egg. And would you look at that, you have a sheep spawn now. The computer works just as easily as that. But anyways, this has been Butter 11 Mod Showcase number 1. Be sure to look forward for some more mod showcases in the future. If you like this mod, if you like this showcase, if you just want to show some support for the first mod showcase, hit that like button, leave a comment for a mod you want me to showcase, or play survival, like modded survival. For more mod showcases, hit that like button, leave a comment, anything. And yeah, look forward to more mod showcases. Next one can be Flan's mod. And yeah, this has been Butter 11. See you later.